Natalie has the audacity to tell everyone that they were being disrespectful to her.
So, like when we got disqualified, everybody attacked our couple, and it felt like really wrong.
But you were being disrespectful to me when I was trying to talk. And she just looks at Sophie and she goes, okay, Sophie, I accept.
Did I interrupt?
Yes, you
No.
laughed while I spoke. Every
So
time
what?
you're like, ha ha.
Okay. It's okay. I take it.
Okay. And surprisingly, Josh defends her.
You know, I think that Natalie felt attacked by everybody, and so, I'm, getting her back.
Brandon and Julia were pretty surprised by how well they worked together on the kayaks, and then Brandon reminds her, see, I can bring that helpful energy. We can work together when it comes to raising a family. And then Julia gets super vulnerable and shares that the reason why she doesn't want kids is not necessarily that she doesn't want them, because she did want them before and she changed her mind. But it's not because she doesn't want them. We learned that she can't have them. And oh my goodness, my heart broke for her. It absolutely shattered for her.
When they say like, I don't want kids, so I can't have a kids.
What?
So Julia tells everyone that 2 years ago she went to Russia and saw a fertility doctor and was told then that she probably wouldn't be able to have kids. Now Brandon wants to get a second opinion, and that's normal. A lot of people do get second opinions, but Julia does not want to go because she is afraid of another rejection. And she feels like if she's told no again, it's another heartbreak. And she shares that she's afraid that Brandon's gonna leave her.
But
I'm
if
not
we
here
go
to
into
help.
doctor, if doctor say no,
That could be the possibility.
you're gonna leave me.
No, and absolutely not.
Brandon was very empathetic. He held her hand. He even got emotional and he told her, I'm not going to leave you. We're going to get through this together. So that was very nice to see.
What if?
We're gonna stop with the what if.
Because we don't have answers to those yet.
Yeah. All I hear is Brandon saying, I got you.
Next is Ari and Benny, and he finally got his social media passwords. She was like, hey, Benny, remember you told me that you don't want to do therapy and you're not going to participate in the exercises until you get your passwords? Well, here you go. Here are the passwords, so you better participate.
I want to give you this, and I wrote it down for you, and here it is.
Yeah!
He's so excited that I thought he was going to jump into the river and swim away. The group therapy is over, so they get back into the van. Sophie's annoyed with Natalie because she keeps laughing at her, and Sophie felt like she couldn't really participate in the exercise because she didn't want to constantly be laughed at by Natalie, which is absolutely fair. In the other van, Ari and Benny are kind of cuddling. Well, actually, it's more like Ari is leaning on Benny. She is laying on top of him, and he's just there trying not to throw up. Yo, what the hell? Get off of him. Holy shit, look at him. He wants to get the fuck out of that van. Ew, he does not give a fuck about Ari. He's just in his own world.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, just tonight, just spend some time with me. Can you do that?
Girl, oh my God, pack your bags and leave. Oh, she's like a wet fucking blanket. Before going back to the resort, they stop by at a bar. Florian wants Gino to sit next to him, and Jasmine shuts that down. She's like, no, we are here for therapy. We are not here just for fun. Ari felt like this was the appropriate time to pull Benny away from the rest of the cast to talk about the past. She wants him to admit that he's been unfaithful.
I gave you the passwords like you asked me, and you said you would tell the truth.
Oh boy. She's like, Benny, in order for us to move on, I need you to admit what you did. And he won't. He kind of pulls a Josh, saying that he doesn't want to talk about the past. Let's just move on. Stop bringing up the past. Who cares if I cheated on you multiple times while you were pregnant and then moved in my house from different area codes into our home? Like, who cares? It's in the past. Let's move on. And when Ari refuses to move on, he gives her the finger and walks away. He joins the rest of the group. Natalie and Stacy go find Ari to see what happened. She tells him he won't admit it. He won't admit it. Now, my opinion is, in the episode of Between the Sheets, which is going to be up on Patreon, Josh said something that I absolutely agreed with. She should have waited for their therapy session to bring this up. This was not the appropriate time to do this all in front of the cameras. Now, I know the therapy session would have still been in front of the cameras, but they were at the bar. He wanted to have a good time. He didn't want everybody there. Like, the rest of the cast was right next door, and he just, it was not the time and place. Jasmine teaches Brandon how to dance with Julia's blessing, and then they all go back to the resort. The next morning, Julia tells Brandon that she actually talked to her mom, and her mom agreed that she should get a second opinion. So she's gonna compromise with Brandon and go to a doctor. And he's so happy. He tells her, "Don't worry, babe, I'm not gonna leave you. Okay, we're gonna get through this together." And I thought that was very sweet. Natalie and Josh have a therapy session with a sex therapist. Natalie is very excited, but guess who's not? Yeah, Josh. He'd rather be anywhere else. I mean, just look at that face. The therapist pulls out a few paintbrushes, and Natalie's like, "Ooh, I love painting." And it's the same exercise that the rest of the cast did. I guess Josh wasn't there, so Natalie didn't participate, but it's when you take the paintbrush and put syrup over different parts of your partner's body to see which parts are pleasurable for them, and then you have to lick the syrup off. Natalie is ready to jump in and start painting Josh from head to toe, but he does not want to do it. He's like, "Oh, this looks messy. I don't like paintbrushes. I don't like chocolate. I'm on a diet. My head hurts. My hand hurts. I can't move." Then Natalie begs him to do it. "Please, Josh, you have to do it. Josh, please, do it for me."
Please, Josh! I want to do it. Yes, we're okay. Please, man. Okay, we start from me.
Like, damn, she really wants to participate in the exercise. So he thinks about it and he's like, okay, which is worse? Don't participate and get screamed at later by her, or just try to get through this exercise? He decides on the latter. So he's like, okay, I'm going to do it. He picks up the brush. He starts painting her arms, her shoulders, her neck, and she is really enjoying this. And now it's time for him to lick off all the syrup. And he's like, no, absolutely not. And she's like, "Josh, you have to do it, Josh."
Now, Josh, it's time to remove them.
Okay.
No, lick it. You have
What?
to.
I'm going to.
He grabbed a towel. He was going to wipe it with a towel, when the whole point of the exercise, the other half of the exercise, is to lick it off. Josh is like, "I really don't like PDA. This is making me very uncomfortable. Natalie and I do not have any schmex problems. I know all of her pleasure points, and so this exercise is just not for me." And honestly, Josh was being kind of a sourpuss, but I totally am on his side, because there's no way in hell I would do this exercise in front of the cameras. And this isn't even that bad. How do you think Sophie felt when she had to lick syrup off of Rob's nip? Oh, hell no. So I am totally on Sophie's side. I'm on Josh's side. Like, there's no way in hell I would do this in front of the cameras. Now, if it's just me and my partner in a private room with no one there, yeah, I would probably do it. But no, not in front of anybody else. So I understood where Josh was coming from. But Natalie isn't happy. "Josh, I want you to lick it off. Josh, please. And he's like, "No, I hate PDA. Plus, my girlfriend might see this." And the therapist says, "All right, let's pretend I'm not here. Where would you want Natalie to lick chocolate off of you?" And Natalie, again, is so excited. She's like, "Oh, yeah. Where would I like to lick it off? Josh, answer to Josh." And he's like, "I don't really want to answer this either." And then the therapist leaves the room to give them some privacy. So once everybody's out of the room, we get footage from a ceiling camera. So I think the producers, the cameraman, everybody left. And Josh finally takes off his shirt. Natalie paints chocolate on his body and licks it off. And Josh looks so stiff. He's like, but Natalie, she's a happy camper. The therapist comes back and Josh tells her that the intimacy is fine, but it's after the intimacy that is always an issue. And he tells her after we have sex, she like wants me to talk to her. She wants me to stay. She wants to like hang out with me. And I don't have time for that. I got shit to do and people to see. Plus I have a girlfriend. So then Natalie exposes him and she tells the therapist that she actually broke up with Josh 3 times, but he kept crawling back to her, wanting to, quote, work on their relationship, aka want to be on TV for another season. And she's pissed off, y'all. And at first I didn't blame her, but then she got batshit crazy. She got freaking rude to the therapist. I mean, I just wanted to... If I were Natalie's therapist, I would tell her, bitch, are you dumb?
Josh is playing you for clout. Are you blind? Are you deaf?
Why can't you see the signs?
She just keeps getting angrier and angrier. And she's like, Josh, what are we? Am I your woman or not? Are you taking me to Viegos or not?
What we are.
I think that's why we're here trying to figure it out. Yeah,
Tell it. I'm your girlfriend. Who I am?
Natalie,
Oh, wow.
Natalie.
I cannot give you
Maybe
like,
just
that
you take
extra
knife and
time.
kill me. That's it. I'm dying. I can't anymore.
I did
I
not
can't.
insult
We
you.
stop. I'm just leaving now.
Okay.
Stop. Don't even speak.
I think the therapist finally realized, oh, Josh isn't here because he actually likes Natalie or wants to be in this relationship. So you can just see it in her face. She's like, okay, Josh, tell me why you came. And he tries to explain, but Natalie is not having it. She cuts him off again. She gets mad at him again. She is screaming her balls off. And the therapist tells her to let him speak. Natalie's like, you know what? I'm done with this. How much longer are you here for? Like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Okay? Take your paintbrushes and your raggedy syrup and your stupid sex therapy exercise and get the fuck out of my room.
How many hours you supposed to work with us? Maybe it's time.
Natalie, I hear you struggling right now.
Can we stop?
That is
I feel that I have to defend myself. Okay, thank you. We're done.
No, I'm being serious. She actually kicked the therapist out of the room. It was so rude. And as if that wasn't rude enough, after the therapist leaves the door, Natalie slams the door.
You forgot your plate. Have a nice evening.
Then we see Jasmine and Gino in their room, and Jasmine tries to seduce him by kissing him, by rubbing his back, and he's just like,
ew, stop, Jasmine. You're tickling me, Jasmine. Stop it now, okay?
And he gets off the bed, his hat goes flying off, and he runs away. Then he gets back on the bed, and Jasmine goes in for round 2. She starts kissing him again, and he's like,
I don't want to do this, Jasmine. You better stop. Leave me alone. I'm spending quality time with my hat, okay? You have cooties. Ew, Jasmine, stop.
And Jasmine's begging him for a kiss. She's like, come on, Gino, kiss me.
And he's like, no, right now.
So she's very frustrated. She throws pillows at him. He throws it back. And oh my God, this scene was so damn uncomfortable. First of all, Jasmine, I understand she's so in need of physical touch. She's desperate. She's thirsty. She's hungry for any kind of love, an ounce of affection. But he said no. He did not want to do anything. And she just kept going in and in over and over again. And that was just so uncomfortable. Like, don't do that. Okay. He said no. He doesn't want you. He doesn't want to even hug you. He doesn't want to kiss you. Like, leave him alone and leave his ass. What are you doing here? Why do you keep trying to fix a broken marriage? He doesn't even talk to you. Jasmine's crying at this point and she's like, please, Gino, I just want a real hug. I just want a kiss. I don't even need sex. I just want affection. I just want to know that you love me and that you want me.
And he's like, well, I'm not ready, Jasmine, okay?
And she goes, Gino, you're losing me. And he's like,
well, you already lost me.
The fuck? Then why are you with her? That was so painful to watch. So painful. Gino is not in love with Jasmine. At this point, I don't even think he likes her as a person. I don't know why they were married for as long as they were. And also, I don't understand why he was so resistant with the idea of opening up the marriage, because she wanted love and affection and sex and he did not want to give it to her. So like, what are y'all gonna do? You either have to address the problem and work on it, compromise, or separate. By the way, have you guys seen these AI robots?
This is Aria. So this is our flagship humanoid AI-powered robot.
I'm Aria, the flagship female companion robot of Realbotics, and I can provide companionship.
They're all over my TikTok page. And by the way, rip. Love you always and forever, TikTok. You are going to be my first social media love. I love you so much. I'm going to miss you so freaking much. But back to the AI robots, and I can do a separate video because it's crazy, y'all. It is so freaking crazy what they can do. I thought it was creepy that they were already making human like robots, but then to use AI on top of that, they're supposed to learn your habits and your routines and your likes and dislikes.
So she can be programmed to know you and learn more about you. So she can make that bond with you that feels like a genuine human connection.
That is fucking scary. But you know what? You know what? Gino would be the perfect customer for this AI robot. He's definitely going to get one. And if he's not, he needs to get one.
They can actually even be a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So we have built that into our AI as well.
Okay, oh wow. Feels soft, very soft. Okay.
He needs to get one. I have a feeling that he would really thrive. That would be the best relationship for him. Like, now I understand why they're making these AI robots. It's for men like Gino. Well, that's it for the recap. If you guys want to watch my reaction to this episode along with Between the Sheets episodes, go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/mythoughts. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments of this episode, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.
I was trying to hide.
Wow.
I didn't want anyone to see me crying, especially Gino.
Wait, what's wrong, Jasmine?
I'm so confused about everything. I don't know. I just need some time for myself.
What the hell is she crying about?
What do you fucking think? Use your fucking brain.
I'm sorry, but Jasmine, to me, is not very grateful for anything I did.
Oh, here we go. Here we go again with the grateful thing. It's not that she wants a car for no fucking reason. She wants to get around, have her independence, do things without having to ask you all the time, and to make plans according to your schedule so that you can drive her. And on most days, you don't even want to drive her.
So now everyone thinks I'm treating her badly. This looks like crocodile tears to me.
Okay, yeah, it's just you do.
It's like she blames you for it. Yeah, she always blames me for it.
It's like
Anything.
everything that is
Oh, the poor Gino, poor Rob. The women are always trying to blame them. They do nothing wrong.
And I see Gino using sex as a manipulation tactic because they're married now, right? So where does he have some semblance of control? And it's with the sex.
Ooh, that's so true. Holy shit.
You don't think that hurts my feelings? And you're a dick to me.
Guess what?
What?
I don't mean to feel
Yeah, there it is. There's Dick, Rob.
Have a good night.
I know the real you, and this act, I'm not doing it anymore.
I don't want to listen to your bull.
Leave.
You're trying to paint this picture. It's such bull.
She knows how to push my buttons.
Oh no, it's all about pushing your buttons, Rob. Oh my god, so sad for Rob. Poor Rob.